we have found an abundance of life on the blue planet. There is, in fact, a bewildering array of life forms. Life forms of every description, from the most minute to the most ponderous. Careful examination of the evidence leads us to conclude, however, that the dominant species of this planet is a large, shiny beast with both anterior and posterior eyes and a large, vacant forehead. These creatures have a hard outer shell and are quadridiscal, propelling themselves via 4 thick, disc-like appendages. This species has evolved into many races or subspecies, each with different functions, some of which are not fully understood. The most significant aspect of these animals is that they have subjugated a race of soft-shelled bipeds. This second species faithfully serves the master species, bathing them, feeding them, pampering and assisting them in every way. Yet, the relationship is symbiotic, for the bipeds receive genuine pleasure in serving and in celebrating their masters. And it is for pleasure that the lesser species lives. The dominant quadridiscs have used the bipeds to build an elaborate system of pathways and feeding stations, thus enabling them to roam at will. Despite their advantages, however, the quads have not developed a cooperative society. Although here we see a rare instance of grooming behavior, for the most part they remain solitary nomads, wandering without apparent purpose, and gathering in herds only in resting areas. During these resting periods, there is no interaction, and the lack of any detectable electrical signal indicates a total absence of brainwave activity. Although they have not developed a centralized government, there is a place, a 1-mile stretch of road unlike any other, where 2 major pathways come together to form Automile. It is the most concentrated population of these creatures anywhere on the planet. It is the main spawning and nesting area of the species. It is here that the bloated queens, pregnant with new life, deposit their progeny. And it is here that the young rest until they are ready to take the open road on their own. We expect that it is the lack of language skills that holds this species back. Their range of vocalizations is limited to a few varieties of honking sounds, usually emitted when the creatures are irritated, confused, or frightened, as when their path is blocked. Although some members of recent generations have been known to emit more complex sounds, they seem to be rote and do not constitute true language usage.
Your door is open.
Repeated attempts to communicate with these beings have failed. Yielding only the familiar honk vocalizations. It is our recommendation that further contact with the blue planet is unnecessary, since the dominant species is without intelligence as we know it.
No mess with the